Hey guys, back here at my place of employment. There is a perk to working here as I get access to a pretty large shop that I can paint in. So I wasn't expecting to get this done this quickly, but I got pretty antsy and I wanted to get this thing painted. So right after work today, I got home, masked off all the markings, and just shot it with some aluminum. And holy crap, it's night and day difference. It turned out absolutely perfect. Let's kind of get a close-up of the top here. You can see where my mask line is. This is the original aluminum that did not have the damage from the UV because of where the canopy sits. And this is the new, almost an exact match. So all I did is I masked off the top area, masked off around here, threw a rag over the engine, and I masked over every marking, and surprisingly I didn't get very much peelage. Peelage, that sounds funny. Anyways, and this was actually already like that, and as I said before, and I think Chuck Hamilton will agree with me, that looks good. I mean, these are aluminum airplanes, they had the markings painted on them, of course they're going to get scratched up. That's scale weathering right there. Strategic. And even around these markings here, I just threw some mask over them, just kind of rough, so you can see the old UV damaged aluminum behind it. But I really like the way it looks. It kind of, I don't know if I want to say it accents it. I have no idea. The same thing for this marking here. I just put a square piece of masking tape around it and shot the aluminum. You know, and some of it's been peeling off over the years, but I like that. That looks good. And all the line detail that I put on the stab and the fin area looks good. I did the same thing here for these numbers. I just masked over top of them so it kind of has a different tone in the new aluminum and the old Sunbeat aluminum. But I think it turned out fantastic. I'm very pleased. You can kind of see where the different thicknesses in the tape kind of gives it a little bit more depth. I don't know, at least I think it does. Chuck, what do you think? Does it look good? So you can clearly tell by the thicker tape I put around the stab area that that looks more like a fairing that would come off, because that's kind of the purpose. But yeah, masking around all the markings turned out really well. Looks like I got a boo-boo right there. Yeah, it's probably already there. But nope, couldn't be happier. Could not be happier. And this aluminum paint that I used is absolutely bulletproof. I mean, this stuff is fantastic. And for those that don't know what I use, right there, Duplicolor engine paint. It's a ceramic based, of course it's resistant to most fluids from engines, and that's the number right there. Good stuff. I only used basically a can and a half, but I bought a bunch of leftover, I bought a bunch of spares just in case. But that turned out good. I am happy. So this kind of put me in a good mood, so I think I'm going to spend both Saturday and Sunday out at the flying field. Alright guys, I don't know if I'm going to do any more updates on this or not, because all I got to do is put my own receiver, get all the guts put back in it. The cowling is all yellow, except for the very bottom has aluminum on it. And the yellow has kind of done some of that little bit of a UV turning brown a little bit. But I think I'm going to leave it because it's not too bad, and it does give it that little bit of an aged look. But I don't know. Please leave me comments on what you think. I think it turned out really good for something that was so simple to do. I mean, if you watched the last video, you know how bad this the old aluminum paint looked and how good it looks now. So I'm pretty stoked. You know, I spent a good chunk of change on this airplane. I'm glad I got it looking pretty. All right, later.